Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'll be honest with you, I almost didn't make this video. I have been sitting in my feelings today pretty hard. Cried a bit, but one of my friends that I told that I was struggling to today told me that there's sometimes where I'm gonna have to talk about the ugly. And I think one of the realities of having a mental illness or a mental disorder of any kind is that sometimes it's okay not to be okay, even when it's hard. Today's my hard day. Today is a day where I probably could have stayed in bed and not left it. But if you're like me and you're a single mom or a mom in general, you know that that's just not a reality. We can't lay in bed all day, even if we want to. So, feeling the way that I felt since I've woken up today, I kind of ended yesterday a little like that too. I realized that leaning in on someone that you care about, that you love, that you can trust is so important. But also doing something that brings you happiness, even if it is for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, self care, like I've been telling you guys about from the beginning. For me today, that was lighting a candle and reading a book. Not my normal books, not the ones that make you think, the ones that kind of just pass the time. Comic books. That was my choice today. And I guess my biggest thing is I'm I'm coming here to just show you guys the reality of what it can be like when you're in your head and when you're having hard days. I'm a very vulnerable person. I do tend to wear my heart on my sleeve. And, you know, it's hard for me some days to understand that I am not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not ever going to be everybody's person, and that's even family. Unfortunately, even family sometimes they don't understand you. And that's hard. It is a hard reality to sit with sometimes. But we're not in control of how others view us. So people are going to have their own opinions, they're going to have their own views. But how you view yourself is important. And one of the things that I have kind of been doing, even in therapy, has been just being open about what's bothering me and trying to get to the root of it and why it bothers me so much. So a lot of time that is facing a younger version of myself, even if it is in my head, and talking to her and telling her the things that I wish I would have heard when I was younger. So it hasn't been easy today. It has been a lot of just sitting in it, not making any decisions, not reacting on how I'm feeling. I had a friend text me, and immediately I thought worst case scenario. And actually, they were trying to tell me something that was good news. And that was a hard reality that I realized that my anxiety was truly trying to convince me that it was something else. So, this is my sign to you guys. It is okay to not be okay. It's okay to have to sit in it and not really know how to handle it. It's okay. Journaling out your feelings will help. Doing something you love will help, even if it is just for a few minutes. And one of the things that my friends tell me, and even my therapist does, is that it's okay to cry. And I have a hard time doing that because I don't like to cry in front of people. So a lot of sitting by yourself um, when you're in moments like that. But the reality is that there's always something that we can do, even when we feel like this, that can help us. Um, Whether it is doing a video and talking to yourself like as if, you were that young kid, or if it's journaling, watching a movie, reading a book, lighting a candle, going sit outside with a cup of coffee. Self-care things are very important, especially on the hard days. And most importantly, these these moments don't last. They don't last forever. And it's okay to not be okay. And it's okay to admit that you're not okay. So, from one struggling mama to the next, you are important. You are valuable. And how others view you does not matter. How you view yourself is what matters most. And I love you guys. Hopefully next week will be an easier week. But reality is this: you take the good with the bad. And it's about learning how to sometimes sit in it and be okay sitting in it. If you need a friend, reach out to me. I'll be a friend. But also just know that you're loved and you're valued no matter who you are and where you are in life. And that we all have our own timelines, and that's okay. So I love you guys. I will chat with y'all next week. Bye, you guys.